In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 2 of Hawkeye, titled Hide and Seek. Now basically, Kate Bishop takes Clint back to her apartment. She tells everything what happened, how she got the suit, the Ronin suit, and, you know, who this tracksuit mafia people are. And basically Clint asks, were you tracked by these people? And she's like, no, I escaped. Well, she didn't. She was tracked down to her apartment. And then they throw Molotov cocktails through the window and they burn her place down. Kate and Clint do evacuate, but they leave the suit behind, the Ronin suit behind. So basically, in order for everything to happen, they find a new safe house and they go to Kate's aunt's apartment. And then he goes back to the apartment where Kate lived and he has to go find the suit. He dresses up as a firefighter. He goes in, looks around, he can't find it. But he finds a sticker that says New York City LARP. So then that's where he goes to find his suit. So Clint is supposed to go home with his kids back home, but he decides to stay in New York City and he tells his kids to go back and, you know, just to be safe. And his wife knows what's happening and he just, you know, he feels like it's the right thing to do to close everything out and close the past behind him. So as he does this, he sees a video of someone wearing the Ronin costume for a LARP gathering. So then Clint gets to this LARP gathering, or it's called a live action role play, and he just wants the suit. But he signs an agreement just by signing a signature and pretends to be part of this live action role play just to get the Ronin suit. It's a funny scene from start to finish. It's really good. Every sequence, everything that's happening is really good. And it's just comedic, it's funny. And Jeremy Renner does comedy really well. He's really underrated for comedy. He actually started off in comedy movies, but seeing him and do something like this is great. So basically the person wearing this costume, girls, knows who Hawkeye is, but nobody else knows who Hawkeye is, which is really weird in my opinion, because if they know who Hawkeye is, they would all fan freak out, but they didn't. So Clint goes up to him, just wants the suit, but they fight to the death evidently in a fake role action play, and you know, Clint gets the suit back. And all the while this is happening, we find that Kate Bishop wants to somehow talk to Jack. So Jack invites Kate and the mother for dinner, you know, cooking this and that. He's, you know, and it's battle of wits at the dinner table between these two. And then, you know, they have a fencing duel. So Kate is like, listen, hey, you know, stop letting me win this and that. All the while, you know, we know Jack is hiding something because he's the villain of this series. So all the while this is happening, Kate tells her mother, listen, the guy's not right for you. What's going on? And then Jack over here is like ninjas and swords and Molotov cocktails. And Jack is going to give Kate a butterscotch candy, but it's wrapped in a permanent like name emblem with Armand III's name on it, who is the uncle to Jack. And she just freaks out and she runs away. Kate Bishop just runs out and tells her mom, I'll see you later, I'll call you later. So in order for everything to happen, and for order for Hawkeye, in order for Clint Barton to put everything behind him, he meets up with the tracksuit mafia in order to meet the boss of everything. And he gets captured and everything. It's a funny sequence that happens back and forth. And basically Kate wants to talk to Hawkeye, but he can't be reached. So she uses her security clearance and pings his location. She goes to the location and she falls through the roof. And she's captured. Hawkeye's recaptured because he got out of his, you know, ties before. And so they're taped to a small little kids carousel. And one of the head guys from the tracksuit mafia go to another room and meet up with this woman. The woman turns around and we find out that it's Echo. Yeah, we find out the leader of the tracksuit mafia is Echo, which is really crazy and really surprising, because I didn't expect Echo to be shown in this series so early on. But, you know, if you didn't know, she can perfectly copy another person's movement. So I'm pretty sure the fight scenes between Echo and Kate Bishop are going to be epic. And who knows what's going to happen, what's going on with Jack, how Eleanor, Kate's mother, is going to react to certain things that happens. It's just a crazy show. This was a very short episode. The episodes are between, I want to say, between 40 to 60 minutes long. So it's really short. But, you know, it's really good. The comedy aspect is great. And the way everything is built on top of it, layer by layer, is really fun to see and really fun to watch. I love Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. She really stands on her own in this series. And I feel like Clint Barton, Jeremy Renner, is just like a supporting role, which is good. Even though it is his show, I feel like at the end of it, he's going to retire, and I said this in my episode 1 review, which you can check out in the description box below. He's going to give up his mantle as Hawkeye and give it to Kate Bishop. So I feel everything's happening for a reason, or who knows? Maybe Hawkeye dies. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Marvel is known for doing things in a different way with how things are done, and they don't follow the script. They don't follow the comic books, and they do their own thing. And I'm curious to see how this series plays out because it's only 6 episodes. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 2 of Hawkeye, titled Hide and Seek. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? And do you like seeing Echo this early on in the series? Do you think she's going to play a major role? She's going to play a supporting role as to how everything plays out. And like I said in episode 1, who do you still think is the villain? I still think it's Jack, but I feel like someone else is pulling his strings. Who? We don't know, but maybe we'll find out. Maybe there's a twist. But anything is possible in Marvel, and anything can happen. So let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And I'll see you guys in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 3 review of Hawkeye.